The Freightliner eCascadia offers multiple opportunities for skilled drivers to maximize the vehicle's range and achieve a lower running cost per mile. Utilization of features like regenerative braking, battery and cab preconditioning, and low-energy driving modes can all help to reduce the power consumed per mile. Based on the 3 high-level vehicle configurations available, the eCascadia offers 3 different typical driving ranges on a full charge. The tandem drive eCascadia has a typical range of 220 miles, while the single-drive axle version has a range of either 155 miles with a 291 kilowatt-hour battery pack or 230 miles with the 438 kilowatt-hour pack. Based on data collected from over 1 million miles driven in pilot programs and engineering tests, Freightliner Engineering is now able to clarify the conditions for how that range is calculated. Range will of course vary depending on load profile, driver behavior, environmental conditions, and other factors. But these typical range targets should represent an average performance under the conditions that are typical for the eCascadia's target use applications, such as short haul, drayage, intermodal, or regional delivery routes. Drivers are expected to utilize the regenerative braking function throughout the trip, and payload is diminishing throughout the duty cycle, which means cargo is either gradually unloaded throughout the trip or the trailer is full when outbound and empty on return. When regenerative braking is activated, simply removing pressure from the accelerator initiates a process called recuperation, where the motor acts as a generator, resisting the rotation of the wheels and creating electricity which is channeled back into the HV battery packs. Data from the field indicates that once familiarized with the use of regenerative braking, drivers recuperate a significant portion of the battery's energy throughout the day. On the eCascadia, recuperation intensity level can be activated and adjusted manually between low, medium, and high using the stock switch to the right of the steering wheel. A thin inner blue line also appears on the charge meter section of the power gauge, indicating the maximum level of regenerative braking requested. Each level, low, medium, high, extends the line by 1/3 until the line extends the length of the meter at high. The eCascadia can also be spec'd with dynamic recuperation control, where regenerative braking actively responds to how much pressure the driver applies to the accelerator, a feature referred to as single-pedal driving. Regenerative braking is limited if the batteries have a high SOC. It may also be limited if the high-voltage batteries are cold. In such scenarios, the driver is notified of this limitation through a message appearing on the driver's display. When regenerative braking is limited, use extra caution, as the vehicle will require increased reliance on the service brakes for stopping. Preconditioning is a feature that maximizes energy efficiency and vehicle range while also ensuring driver comfort in hot or cold weather conditions. While the vehicle is still connected to a charger, preconditioning initiates the cooling circuit for the HV battery as well as the cab HVAC system to ensure that by the time a driver's shift begins, the e-powertrain and cab are already at an optimal operating temperature to perform without consuming extra energy. For instructions on how to program preconditioning for a specific departure time, please watch the tutorial video on eCascadia charging. Much like the fuel economy improving feature on the diesel Cascadia, the eCascadia also comes equipped with multiple selectable driving modes, including economy, range, and, if selected as an optional feature, performance. The driver can change between driving modes as desired using the Driving Program button on the Shift Control stock switch to the right of the steering wheel. Economy. This is the default setting, tuned to provide high efficiency while not sacrificing power. This mode slightly restricts the maximum available torque and acceleration rates to limit energy consumption. Range. In this setting, there is an overall vehicle speed limit of 55 miles per hour, and HVAC performance is reduced. This mode consumes the least energy and is suggested for situations where the vehicle's range is a primary concern. Performance. This setting is used when the driver needs maximum continuous performance from the truck. This mode increases energy consumption but enables unrestricted power, torque, and acceleration. if the vehicle's high voltage batteries reach a 15% SOC while in performance or economy mode, the vehicle automatically transitions into range mode. When transitioned into range mode by a low SOC, the power gauge reduction is marked by an amber line and caret. Drivers can take a number of actions to extend a vehicle's range. Some of these tips include avoiding rapid acceleration or deceleration when possible, avoiding heavy usage of the service brakes, using regenerative braking whenever possible, lowering the vehicle speed just before the crest of a hill and regaining the speed on the descent, setting the regenerative braking lever to the appropriate position, 1 to 3, to maintain the desired speed on downward grades, reducing the vehicle's top speed, using economy or range mode when driving, and activating adaptive cruise control whenever possible to maintain a steady speed.